If you're watching this video, there's probably a good chance that you're looking to move into the Seattle metropolitan area, but maybe you don't want to be right in the hustle and bustle in the middle of everything, and you want to be further out in a bit more of a rural setting or a small town feel. In this video, I'm going to go over Stanwood, Washington with you, and if that sounds like you, stick around and watch this video and see what it might be like to live here in Stanwood. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I am an active real estate agent here in the Seattle metropolitan area, so if you're moving over this way, be happy to help you out. I've helped out a lot of you here from YouTube when you're making the move up here. But like I said, today I'm in Stanwood, Washington. So just to give you an idea of about where we're at, we're about 55 miles north of Seattle. So if you're somebody, you're coming over here and you're taking a job in downtown Seattle, this is probably not for you. That would be one heck of a drive. You're talking an hour and a half each way at least, probably longer in the heavy rush hour times. So this is more for somebody that's working up on the north side, north of Seattle, or you're a remote worker. This could be a great option for you. Now, the population here in Stanwood is just over 8,000 people right now. As of December of 2022, actually it's January now of 2023 when I'm filming this video, median home prices are about $531,000. So you can get quite a bit more bang for your buck up here when you come this far outside of Seattle. Now, through this video, I'm going to show you some real estate options here. I want to show you what it's like to live here. So we're going to go look at some of the more popular things to do. We're going to look at the downtown area. And I'm going to show you some real estate options, 3 different houses that can kind of give you a feel of what you might be shopping for out here, as well as some cons to living in Stanwood. What are the downsides of living in here? So this is going to be a comprehensive kind of video on really what it could feel like if you are going to live here in the Stanwood area. There are plenty of things to do here, from outdoor recreation to community events like farmers markets and art shows and fairs, parks all over the place. So there's still plenty to do here, even though you are going to have a bit of a smaller town feel and you are going to be quite a ways outside of Seattle. There is still a lot to do up in this area, and I know many people, I've had clients that have moved here that have even contacted me from YouTube and ended up buying a house in Stanwood that love living here. So let's jump over the downtown area here. Main Street, it's a small little historic downtown with some boutiques and restaurants to give you an idea of what that looks like. So you can see in the historic downtown area behind me how many cool, little boutiques and antique shops, cafes, places to eat, grab a burger, grab a drink. It's a really cool little spot to spend an afternoon. Now, outside of just the downtown historic area, you've got the Uptown Shopping Center and you've got the Stanwood Town Center as well. So any of your larger grocery stores and chain restaurants and fast food, doctor's offices, vet clinics, all of that is still here in Stanwood. So it's not just a small town where you have to drive somewhere else to go to any amenities. You've got everything you need right here in this area. So that is a huge plus. Another thing to know about Stanwood, a lot of people are moving over here that have families. And so if you're moving over this way and schools are a consideration for you, I'm gonna pop up the Great Schools website right here. You can see all the schools are rated 7s and 8s. Elementary, middle, and high schools. The high school is actually brand new, was just built here in the last few years, so that was a great addition to the community. Outside of shopping here, I want to show you what there's to do around here. So there's 2 great water recreational spots I want to show you, Kayak Point and Lake Goodwin. So let's jump over to Kayak Point first and take a look at that. All right, so I'm at Kayak Point here in Stanwood, right on the Puget Sound, has over 3,000 feet of shoreline, so a huge beach. This specific part of Puget Sound is called Port Susan. In my personal opinion, this is the warmest water you're gonna find on the Puget Sound up here. We've gone swimming in it multiple times in Port Susan, and it's actually pleasant, unlike some of other parts of Puget Sound that are completely frigidly cold. So pretty doable here to go swimming. Very popular area in the summer with kids and families. You can see the big green field, grassy field up top with plenty of space for a frisbee or kicking a soccer ball or any kind of recreational activities up there with the playground. You've got picnic shelters, fire pits. You've got the dock as well that spans a very large dock. So this is a really beautiful area that a lot of people love to come and enjoy in nice hot summer days. All right, so I'm here at another popular water recreation location here in Stanwood. This is Lake Goodwin. So if you want somewhere to come to take the kids to go swimming, again, there's a swimming area here, a dock to jump off that I'm on right now. You can launch the boat, go water skiing, wakeboarding, tubing, all that kind of stuff. If you want to own a waterfront home, you can certainly do that with your own private dock. A lot of options like that right around the lake. So it's a really beautiful area to be. There's a playground back behind here as well. Like I said, the beach area. So another really popular spot. Gets really busy on the weekends in the summer, nice days, people out here cruising in their boat, doing all sorts of fun stuff out here. So like I mentioned, I wanted to take you to some real estate options in Stanwood. That way we can give you an idea of what you might be looking at when you're buying a home over here, what the prices look like right now. Like I said, this is January of 2023, so these are the real estate prices I'm gonna go over looking at these houses at this time, but hopefully that gives you a good rundown of what to expect. So let's jump over there to the first house. So here's the first house I want to show you right behind me here on 72nd Avenue. I'm going to pop up the pictures and everything on the screen here, but you can see we're in suburbia. So if you want to feel like you're living in suburbia, you can certainly still do that in Stanwood, even though it's a bit of a smaller town. So this is a 2017 built home. It's 4 bedrooms. It's just under 2,300 square feet. It's listed for just under $650,000 right now. So obviously it's a 2017, so it's got newer updates and finishes. You don't have to worry about going in and redoing everything, renovating the home. So this is a general idea of what you get for a 2,300 square foot newer home in suburbia in Stanwood and the price point you might be looking at. There's a community park here. You're still close to everything, close to all the shopping. You're right in the middle of everything here. So good idea of what you might be shopping for. Now I want to show you 2 other options as well. Like I mentioned, I want to show you some homes on acreage. We are here in Stanwood, so you can buy homes on acreage, whether it be an older home or a newer home. We've got 2 options I want to check out, so let's jump over to the next one. All right, so I'm here at the second house here on Village Road. Now this was only 5 minutes from the last home I was at. Still super close to everything that you need shopping and getting anywhere to the major highways. This house is on 5 acres, so it's one thing people love about Stanwood is you can get some decent acreage without being way out in the boonies and driving forever to get to your property. So this is a 1920 built house. You can see the pictures here on the screen. It's a 2-bedroom, just under 1,400 square feet. You can see it does need to be updated. It's a a farmhouse style home, really classic architecture, a lot of great features to it, and somebody could come in here and really make it their own. So this is a good idea. Again, this is priced at $650, so it's the same price as the previous home we just looked at in the subdivision, but here you're getting 5 acres instead and a bit smaller of a home. So there's a lot of this all around Stanwood. If that's something that you're looking for acreage and maybe a home that you can fix up and make your own, an older home. You got plenty of options. Now the next place we're gonna go look at is a blend of both worlds. This next place is, again, it's on acreage, but it's a newer home that you don't have to go in and update. So let's pop over and take a look at that one. All right, so here's house number 3 behind me. This home is in Kayak Estates, a very nice, well-groomed neighborhood. It's a 1993 built home. I'm gonna pop it on the screen here for you. It's a 3-bedroom, just under 2,200 square feet. Like I said, it's a 1993 built home, so it's got some updates and some original features. You may wanna go and update a little bit, but it's a nice, clean, well-maintained home in a great, quiet neighborhood. This home is on 4.6 acres. So like I said, this is kind of a blend of the first 2 homes we looked at. A bit newer of a home, but still on that acreage. It's priced at $895,000. So that's a good idea of what you might be looking to spend if you want a home over 2,000 square feet on some acreage. That's not a really old fixer-upper. Really nice area, like I mentioned, and a pretty desirable home at that. I hope this video has been helpful for you and has given you a good overview of what it might be like to live here in Stanwood. Like I mentioned, I was going to talk about some cons of living here as well, because not everything is sunshine and rainbows. No city is perfect. Really, the one big con to living in Stanwood is just how far you are from the Seattle area. You know, people will probably combat me of me calling this a Seattle metropolitan city. Technically it is, it's in Snohomish County. Snohomish County is Seattle Metro, but like I said, it's about 55 miles north of Seattle. You're gonna be about an hour and a half. So if the conveniences of going to big sporting events, professional games, going to all the downtown amenities, that tourist attractions and really nice restaurants, fine dining, all that kind of stuff, you're not gonna have that in Stanwood. There's not much fine dining around here. You're gonna have more local hole-in-the-wall places, still amazing places to eat, or those franchise locations of restaurants. That's really what you're gonna be looking mostly at. Another con around here is, I mentioned there is grocery shopping. There's multiple different town center locations where you can do your grocery shopping and go to the doctor's offices, vet clinics, dentists, things like that. You're not gonna have like the Costco or Target here in Stanwood. It's gonna be about 15 to 20 minutes away, so it's still not a ways away, but you've gotta go into Marysville to go get to the Target or a Costco if that's something that's really important to you as well. Other than that, super pleasant place to live. It's much more quiet than many of the other cities and suburbs further south, closer to Seattle. It's very peaceful up here. It's a great spot for families. A lot of families moving into these areas. Of course, with all this, outdoor recreation, being close to both the Puget Sound and Lake Goodwin here. Most cities don't get that, where they have both options of a lake and the Puget Sound. So whether you want to go somewhere with a bit warmer water where you can take the ski boat out, or just go kayaking on calmer water or paddleboarding, something like that, you've got the Lake Goodwin area here. Or you want to go to the Puget Sound and take in those amazing views, still can go swimming, still can take advantage of hanging out over there. There's just so much to do, so it's a really pleasant place for a lot of people to live. But Like I mentioned, I'm an active real estate agent over here, so if you're looking to move to the Seattle metro area and you need some help finding that right home, finding that right location for you to live, feel free to reach out to me here at my info on the screen. Be more than happy to help you with that process.